Hello everyone and welcome back to Uba's Trending Gist. Today we are covering a major event that has sent shockwaves across the nation. The family of former President Muhammadu Buhari has confirmed his passing. According to their statement, he died at the age of 82 in a London hospital on Sunday, July 13, 2025 after a prolonged illness. As the country processes this news, with many offering condolence and reflecting on his time in office, a very different kind of reaction has emerged and is now going viral. Activist and entertainer DJ Switch has released a video in response to the news, and her reaction is anything but mournful. She is making a powerful and controversial statement about legacy, justice, and the judgment of history. This is a story with deep emotions on all sides. First, let us watch the clip that has set the internet ablaze. Sit back and take a watch.
Evening. In the last, I don't know, 40, 45 minutes, I've received a number of DMs, yeah? And I've received these DMs because of the story I put on my Instagram page. And one of them read, Be Kind. Another one was talking about Buhari's achievement. You know, he has achieved so much. He lived to a long old age of 82, 83 or something like that. I said, okay, fair enough. But that's why my post said, inevitability. It's inevitable. We're all going to die. I know I'm going to die. Either I die by natural causes, or I die by an accident, or I die by something else. It is inevitable. Nothing to really look too deep into that. It's life. Right? But the one I want to actually harp on is the achievement. Buhari achieved what? Please. He achieved what? He achieved what? And with what? With our resources? With our money? What did he achieve? Or you don't realize that he lived long because of our resources? Do you know how many people are dying in Nigeria? Do you know how many people are starving in Nigeria because they don't have national cake to steal from? They don't have national cake to go get quality treatment abroad. Please tell me, what did Buhari achieve? And yeah, with all of that stuff, all of the stuff that they've stolen, that they keep stealing, they are less likely to be attacked by police or armed robbers on the road when they are riding around with heavy security. Please tell me what Buhari has achieved, apart from destroying lives and killing Nigerians. I don't need to prove my empathy to anybody, all right? But I do believe that history will always be the real long life. Because when you are a leader and you are not just, you are not fair, you don't lead in service of the people will make a drink and toast to your demise. But when you lead with justice, fairness, when you put your people first and their interests first, the people will cry and mourn. The people will wail. They will remember you forever. And that is what that post meant. Like I said, I don't really need to prove empathy. But today, when I woke up and saw that news, it was like another justice. Right? Because no matter what all our politicians do, I hope today is a stark, not a stark, that's the wrong term. I hope today is sort of like an insight into how they will be remembered. And guess what? I hate to kind of break it to you. They may not give a damn. Because right now, all they want to do is just enjoy this life. And accumulate for their children. And their children's children and their children. I can say and their children's children till tomorrow. So yeah, say what you will. Anybody that knows me well knows that I say what's on my mind and I keep it moving. So, next on the list, T-Pain. How far?
So, this is not a reaction to a rumor. This is her direct response to the confirmed death of a former head of state. She raises a glass and makes a toast to his demise. Now, for many Nigerians, celebrating anyone's death It's a cultural and religious taboo. It's seen as deeply disrespectful, but DJ Switch frames her argument very clearly. She states that death is inevitable for everyone, but the legacy one leaves behind is what truly matters. She directly challenges the idea of mourning him by asking, and I quote, "What did Buhari achieve apart from destroying lives and buying Nigerians?" She argues that the very long life he lived was a privilege funded by the national cake, the country's resources that paid for his extensive medical treatments in London, a luxury unavailable to the citizens he led, many of whom are dying from preventable diseases and hardship. And we have to remember the history here. For DJ Switch, this is intensely personal. She became a symbol of the hashtag #EndSARS protest after she live streamed the Lekki Toll Gate shooting in October 2020. That event, which happened under Buhari's administration, defined a generation and led to her fleeing the country for her own safety. For her and for millions of others, his passing doesn't just represent the death of a man, it represents a form of justice and the closing of a painful chapter. And then she delivers that final chilling line looking straight into the camera. Next on list, Tinubu, as she said, T-Pain, but we all know that it's Tinubu, the current president that she's referring to. Tinubu, how far? Or rather, T-Pain, how far? This transforms her video from a commentary on a past leader's legacy into a direct and ominous warning for the current one. Well, this has, as you can imagine, completely divided the country. Let's see what people are saying. I checked the comments under the post on X, former Twitter. So let's hear the comments from people. First, from @Niger_Petroit88. This is disgusting. No matter what you think of his politics, you don't celebrate another human being's death. She has lost all respect. This is not activism. It is witchcraft. Then, there is this one from Ada_the analyst. She said, people are missing the point. Her toast wasn't for the death, but for the death of an era of impunity. She's holding a mirror to our leaders' faces, forcing them to confront how they will be remembered. Here is another from @RealTunde. He said, DJ Switch is brave. She is saying what many are thinking but are too afraid to say. Our leaders enjoy the best of lives with our money while we suffer. Why should we cry for them? This one from Peacemaker23. I understand her anger, especially with her #EndSARS experience. But this method is wrong. You can't fight darkness with more darkness. This will only create more division. And finally from Omo_Ibadan. The part about Tinubu is the real message here. She's telling the current government, we are watching you and we will hold you to the same standard. Your legacy is being written right now. This goes to the very heart of our national conversation. It pits our traditional values of respecting the dead against a younger generation's demand for accountability, no matter what. DJ Sweet knew this would be explosive. She's forcing a difficult conversation about how a nation should remember its leader, especially those considered by many to be oppressors. So I have to ask you all, was DJ Sweet justified in her reaction, given her personal history and the feelings of many Nigerians? Or is this a moral line in celebrating a death that should never be crossed, regardless of person's actions in life? Let me know your honest thoughts in the comments below. This is a crucial conversation and I want to hear from you. As always, if you appreciate the analysis, please like this video, subscribe to Oba's Trending Gist, and hit that notification bell. This is Oba signing off.